Hi everybody, and welcome back to this semester's first episode of Around the Rock. I'm Aaron Mary.
I'm Austin Agosti.
And I'm Anthony Clifford. To start things off, we're going to discuss all things men's basketball.
Slippery Rock men's basketball team went on an impressive 12-game winning streak where they beat the likes of IUP, Cal U, and Edinboro. Two players were able to reach an incredibly great milestone in eclipsing 1,000 points. That is senior guard John Warren II and redshirt junior forward Micah Till. I was able to catch a quick interview with John Warren II to talk about how the team is doing.
First thing I want to touch up on is you reaching 1,000 points. How important is that to you in your career?
That was definitely a big milestone for me. I mean, it's always great hitting milestones and hitting goals as a player. And it was definitely great coming to a new school and being able to do that.
I know you guys have a very important road game coming up against IUP. How are you planning on playing them for the second time? Like, what's getting you guys ready for them?
It's just going to be another big statement game, just like how the first game was. We definitely got to plan on coming out with energy. I mean, losing to Gannon in our last loss, that was a tough loss, and we definitely learned from that. So just coming out with a lot of energy and being able to control ourselves within their crowd since it's at their place. And being able to win as a team pretty much.
You mentioned you touched up on the Gannon game. I think you guys made amends for this game. What got you back on track for this game?
Just having that loss be a wake-up call. I mean, we were on a 12-game win streak. Heads were kind of in the clouds a little bit, but it was definitely a wake-up call that we got to play every game like it could be our last game and treat every opponent with respect.
This past Wednesday, the men traveled to IUP to take on the number 6 Crimson Hawks. This time around, the Rock could not come out on top, losing 77-48 as well, as losing Micah Till due to injury. Now, when you lose a player like Micah Till, who has been impressive all season, losing one of, if not your best player, that's always going to hurt your chances to win.
Oh yeah, and I mean, in a rivalry game against IUP on the road, I mean, it was a really important game, and they're ranked and everything, and it hurts. It definitely hurts to lose the game and then lose it in that fashion, and definitely gonna take some time. If Micah's out long term or short term, whatever it is, it's gonna take some time for them to
I can agree with both of you.
Yeah.
And it is always tough losing a big player like that, but that's also where the next man up mentality comes at.
Yeah,
and they have a good depth with the bench as well, so they should look good.
Yeah,
in other games.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
And tomorrow on the road at 3 p.m., the men will take on Seton Hill University. The last time these teams met, the Rock came away with a 71-67 overtime win.
As we turn into women's basketball, first I would like to congratulate junior guard Brooke Hinderleiter for reaching 1,000 points. Also, shout out to the women's team as a whole as they defeated rival California University. That win marks the Rock's first victory over Cal since the 2001-2002 season, snapping a 35-game losing streak against the Vulcans. In that rival game, Hinderleiter finished with 27 points and 8 rebounds. Her teammates Madison Johnson tallied a double-double, 19 points and 10 rebounds, while Deja Quick and Leanne Gibson finished with 10 points each. Moving ahead into the next matchup, the team looks to add another victory on the road as they face Seton Hill on tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Alrighty, guys, so let's move on to track and field. Indoor track and field has started this season, and things are getting hot already. So far, the men and the women have been staying consistently hot and hitting PSEC marks each and every week. The men and women are both coming off recording 19 PSEC marks this past weekend at YSU. There also has been a few men and women hitting the national mark each week. JJ Olio is one of them for the men, and he's been throwing the shot put at such an elite level, it's crazy. Alrighty, guys, so you can see right away, I mean, he's been hitting these marks, whether it's the shot put or the weight throw. The shot put he won back in Edinboro a couple weeks ago, which is the host place for the Nationals for PSAC. He won with a 16.6 meter shot put throw.
That's impressive.
Just crazy. I mean, the shot put, it's not you just throw that ball. You got to hold it up there and you got to adjust your body weight.
That's a lot of torque, strength.
Oh, yeah.
Also, it's all about technique after a long time because everyone thinks oh yeah, you can just go out there. I don't think people realize how heavy that is.
Right.
No, that thing is no light. It's no light thing.
Right.
And then he also threw his career best weight throw last weekend at YSU. He threw it 17.32 meters, which to me this is a weight. This is
Right.
what we go to the gym and lift. And
Yeah,
he's just
throwing
Also,
it.
he's
throwing
launching
it. Yeah,
He's
yeah. Like to me, that's
launching
just it's just crazy
That's
to me
impressive.
that you can like a man stuff can do that. So
Right.
congratulations to him, and I wish him luck continuing forward.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
So continuing on towards the women, Courtney McQuaid and Maddie Marshall have had an excellent season so far as they pole vault. McQuaid has hit the NCAA mark in each event so far this season, and Marshall has in all but one event. Both ladies are performing today in Michigan alongside of some of the other D1 and D2 top athletes. In correlation with the Rocket, I had the chance to interview McQuaid and Marshall and their pole vaulting head coach, Bill Jordan, about their performances so far this season. Starting off, going up to Michigan, what are you really looking forward to most of all in the event?
Every year since my junior year, we've gone to Grand Valley, and it's usually just a really big event. There's 2 pole vault pits, they have a raised runway, and there's a lot of great athletes there, so it's a pretty exciting event. It gets pretty loud there, and it's a good place to hit a good mark and PR, and I just look forward to the energy.
Do you have any interesting or unique kind of pregame rituals, stuff that gets you hyped up or warmed up?
Not really, to be honest. Coach Papa, he has a breakfast or a lunch buffet set out of snacks that we usually pack before we go to meets, and I usually grab the same thing. And but other than that, I don't really have anything else. I just tape my ankle and get on the runway and go.
All right, so being that this is kind of your last time going to Michigan, this is your last indoor season, what do you kind of hope to leave as your reminding mark, at least on the indoor track?
Since I haven't made 13 feet yet this year, I'm definitely aiming to get over that. I know that I have a lot more in me than what I've shown so far this year, so it's just a matter of getting right with my head and on the runway and being on the right poles and just it all timing up and hitting that peak performance, hopefully around indoor nationals would be the best timing. But yeah, I'm hoping, for higher than 13.6-ish.
Right, yes, they're both phenomenal athletes that we're really proud of here at Slippery Rock in our track and field program. The main thing for them is their experience in the event. So they've been doing this event since high school, and they've been in our system here at Slippery Rock for, in Maddie's case, 3 years, and in Courtney's case, almost 5 years now. So they really know what we're doing, what we're trying to accomplish each meet and each practice. And most importantly, they have the knowledge of the event that's necessary to be able to do what they have to do. Other than that, they're great physical athletes. They've worked very hard in the off season every year, coming in here, both in the weight room and out on the track, running workouts, plyometric workouts, lifting sessions, to become physically the best athletes they can be, which is not an easy thing to do in an event like pole vault. It takes a lot of core strength, a lot of stability throughout the body, a lot of speed and explosive power, and it takes a lot of gymnastic work as well. So they are incredible with what they do off the track and off the runway, and that's why when they get on the runway, they can perform consistently at a very high level.
Information about McQuaid and Marshall's season so far, check out the online Rocket or today's print issue. All right, guys. So let's get into some discussion about these ladies, okay?
Right.
So as I said, I mentioned McQuaid hasn't missed that national mark yet this season,
Right.
which alone is just crazy. You know, the national mark is 3.57 meters for women, and both ladies are crushing this. I mean, last week Marshall hit that high of 3.81 meters
That's impressive.
for at YSU, and that's where her high is so for the season, and that put her in third place for that event.
Yeah.
So I mean, if she's hitting those marks, and McQuaid just a little bit higher. She's a redshirt senior, but
Right.
like McQuaid's mark is the highest that any D2 athlete's gotten
Right.
this year. I mean, I don't know. These ladies are just incredible, and yeah.
It really is a
Yeah.
testament to them, and I don't think people who really aren't familiar with track and
The
field
sport,
perhaps
yeah.
understand the sort of strength and concentration it takes to do these sort of events.
Yeah.
So some people will say like, oh yeah, throwing a football is easier, kicking a soccer ball is
Yeah.
easy, but
No.
like try pole vaulting.
Yeah.
Involves
No, I
the
mean,
core strength,
Yeah.
concentration, timing.
Right.
That's
I
a
mean,
lot.
you see from the video and everything, like them warming up, and
Yeah.
it's not like you can just take
it up
one
and
run.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you have to
can't.
do it.
Yeah.
No, I mean this is. I mean they've been practicing this stuff since high school, and
Right.
I mean it shows they're putting up these numbers
Yeah.
for a reason. You know.
Also, it shows the practice makes
Exactly.
perfect, and
Oh,
just
yeah.
keep going.
Exactly.
So, alrighty.
Like that.
But yeah. So.
Well, that's all we have for this week. Good luck to all of the Rock Athletics with any upcoming games or events, and be sure to tune in next time on Around the Rock Sports.